Yo, what's good with y'all? Back at it again with another video. You know the vibes. I hope everyone's doing amazing and having an amazing day. I've been having great days. It is a beautiful day. It's a full moon tonight. I don't know if I can spot the moon. I'll show y'all, but I don't see it right now. I saw it driving home from work. That's the only reason I know. And I was like, damn, that shit beautiful. Shit beautiful. And that was just all I could think. But without any further ado, let's get straight into this topic of discussion for this video. Now, you may be wondering, what is that topic of discussion? It is that life can be a constant battle with your mind. One of my favorite quotes ever is the mind is a terrible master but a great slave, because that quote is simple, self-explanatory. It's impossible that you cannot understand what that quote is saying, because it's so simply put. If you let your mind control you, it's gonna be tough. Life is gonna be tougher. But if you take control of your mind, if you take control of yourself, shit, life is finna be great. Now, there is so many different ways that your mind likes to mess with you. For example, like when you're tired and then you go to lay down and your mind wants to start trying to race and things like that. That's you being a slave to your mind. And until you can learn how to conquer that, and until you can learn how to quiet that mind, you're a slave to the mind. You're a slave to the chemicals that your body releases when you get an emotion. And that causes you to react to whatever is being put into your mind. This is why life is a constant battle with your mind, because you are not your thoughts. This is what has been hidden from us, kept from us for so many years. You can absorb thoughts from other beings. Like, energy cannot be destroyed. Energy can only be transferred. Like, you ever been with somebody and you'll say something like, yo, you ever think about this? And they'll be like, yo, that's crazy, I was just thinking about that. Bro, the thought, the energy of that thought literally transferred from that person you were with to you. And that's why they're like, yo, that's crazy, I was just thinking about that. Because y'all just transferred thoughts without knowing. And the whole shit about that is, like, that whole concept is crazy. That whole concept, energy cannot be destroyed, it can only be transferred. That is proof that because thoughts are energy. So obviously people are transferring thoughts between each other. So you got to be able to take control over your mind. I ain't saying you have got to be spiritual or you got to meditate to take control over your mind, because I don't 100% believe that. Look, I believe that meditation and spirituality and all these things are great tools to get control of your mind, but I think if you believe that you can get control of your mind without it, you'll be able to. I literally think everything in life is a mental game. Everything is a mental game. Bro, you can manifest anything. You can do anything, but it all starts up here. It all starts up there. And that's why life is a constant battle with the mind, because it's going to throw at you, the mind is going to try to throw at you doubt and things like that. And when these evil entities start seeing you starting to get control over your mind, and these evil entities start seeing you really trying to start gripping what you're doing, and you see these evil entities see you really starting to glow and really starting to be on a high vibe and not doubt yourself. These evil entities, these demons, they're gonna throw thoughts your way. They're gonna throw doubt your way and things like that. And that is when it becomes even more of a mental battle, bro. You gotta know which thoughts are yours and which thoughts aren't, which thoughts are from a higher version of you, which thoughts are from a lower version of you. You know what I'm saying? And it's so it's not easy. And that's why this is something that I think we have to go through our whole life to fully understand and to fully even know ourselves, because there's so many thoughts that we get and so many things that you can get from another person that you gotta recognize, like, that I wouldn't think that myself. And that's why knowing yourself is so important. And then you can get into even deeper into this. The more and more time you spend on social media and things like that, like, social media is a portal. So the more and more time you're spending on social media, the more and more you're allowing these people's thought forms, emotions, and things like that to pass through into you from social media. So, like, if you're on social media all day, chances are, like, none of the thoughts you're getting are your own thoughts. Like, you're getting, like, everything you're thinking is secondhand from TikTok, from YouTube, from Instagram. It's not your own thought, which is crazy, but it's like, that is how the social media plays on our emotions. That's how we're manipulated so easily, is because these things are planting certain ideas into our minds, and we don't even realize, because we haven't been taught to realize these things, that it can affect us in that way. Because we're just, because some people are just mindlessly scrolling down a feed, you know what I'm saying? And they don't think about it. You just mindlessly scrolling around the feed. All you doing is just absorbing whatever, like, you're just downloading whatever's on that screen. You're just taking it in, and you're not thinking twice about it. And then that shit gets into your mind, and then that shit gets into your thoughts, and then you don't have control over your thoughts. And you're gonna have demons that's gonna try to put temptation into your mind. And you're gonna have all these types of different things. Life is a constant battle with your mind. And the only way to win it is really by being conscious of your thoughts. Because as you become conscious of your thoughts, you can become conscious of what thought is you. You can become conscious of what thoughts aren't you. You can consciously observe the thought go by and be like, nah, I don't think that was something that the me that I want to be would do. So you let that thought go by. If you see any of these things, like, just observing the thoughts, observing the emotions that your body wants you to react to, because every single, like, anger, sadness, happiness, all of that, it's just a chemical being released from the body. So being able to reach a point with your mind that you're at a point where you recognize the chemical being released, and you recognize your mind reacting to that chemical, so then you can not react from that chemical and that reaction that your mind has, so you can realize this and then respond to the reaction that your mind just had. And that is when you have really begun to, in my opinion, gain control over the mind, is when you can realize, okay, a chemical's being released for an emotion. Bang, okay, my mind just reacted to that chemical. But I'm going to respond to that reaction that my mind just had, so that I can actually control this situation into the way I want it to be, and manifest this situation into what I want it to be, and manifest just this life into what I want it to be in general, with every single thought, every single word that you speak and that you think. Because everything is energy, and gaining control over your mind is probably one of the most important things in life. The mind is a terrible master, but a lovely slave. Remember that, and remember, control your thoughts and recognize the chemicals being released. Peace, much love.